Only getting started when it's midnight, keeping it tight if a nigga wanna go to war. It can get dark but we stay bright, coming like a night, it's on sight, ever touch my sleeve. Niggas around there wanna disagree when it's clear that I'm speaking facts. Man like me, you know I'm proactive, never gonna stop till I see the big man drop flats. Back to the base.
Back to the base. Back to the base.
Yeah. Back to the base.
Back to the base.
Yeah.
Hello and welcome back. Thank you for joining us for the Rising Stars 16 pregame special, only on Muay TV. I'm your host, Ezra Regan, and I'm back with the all-star panel, Sal Apollonio and coach, promoter, Lino Enriquez. It's been a while since we've been in the studio, but we've been working a lot. Even yesterday, we're pulling an all-weekend Muay Thai extravaganza here in NorCal. And first things first, Coach Lino, huge news for American Muay Thai and really international Muay Thai. WFC collaborating and coming together with Rising Stars Muay Thai to bring pro Muay Thai to the Hard Rock here in Sacramento.
It's happening.
Huge. Coach, tell us about it. Fill us in with some of the details. How did this happen?
Well, you know, me and Matt, I was supposed to fight on one of his shows 15 years ago. A long time. I've known him for a long time. You guys have fought for his show before. He takes care of the fighters really well, puts on a really good show. Me and him have been talking for a long time. This was supposed to happen about a year ago. And, I wanted to build the pool up a little bit. You know, how we run Rising Stars. I don't want to just throw an event. I want to throw a great event. And me and Matt got back together this year. We circled around, and we made it happen. And, man, I'm proud of every Rising Stars that I put out. But that one is a banger from the very first matchup to the main event. Is going to be just nonstop action.
The timing's crazy because I swear I was about to hit you up and be like, when are we going to the next level? It's time. You know, you've built up Rising Stars. We have the pool of fighters, NorCal, and really now the West Coast. We're seeing, states from the middle of the country on our shows regularly now. When are we going to go to the bigger venue? When are we going to do the Pro-Am? And then boom, there it is. And I think that's a great matchup. Again, Matt with WFC, been around a long time. And then Lino, the young American Muay Thai prodigy, bringing the Rising Stars team in. Super exciting. Do we have any matchups? I know
Alberto. So, yeah, that's the one that I will talk about for sure. There is a couple of on the undercard that I won't talk too much. There's our pro main events that I won't talk about. There's contracts that need to be signed, and they're in there. I promise you guys, this is going to be one of the best shows in America. Not in Northern California, but it's going to be one of the best shows in America. But, yes, we have Alberto. He's defending both the WFC and RSMT super heavyweight titles, and we got him matched up against Garrett Boyer. Garrett is a knockout artist from SoCal. You guys fought a teammate of his, I think at one of the WFC shows.
Yes, we fought him twice.
Yes.
We fought him in San Francisco on Legends, and
That's
then
right.
the rematch. And, yes, very good, stable, well-conditioned. And it's going to be interesting. Berto's opponents have all been extremely big, taller than him, some over 300 pounds. And this guy has a more compact and, like you say, power-punching style. So it'll be interesting against Berto's femur super heavyweight.
And I've been trying to get Garrett on the show. He's just such an exciting fighter to put on, and it just made sense.
We haven't seen him up here, right?
He has not fought up here.
Kind of in a different circuit. He's one of the WBC athletes.
Yep.
So that'll be interesting to see those two clash because Berto definitely ranks up there, and we want to see him against the other guys as well. Berto would love to be on that WBC and those international teams, so he'll get another chance to prove himself and show what he's all about.
And that one for me made a lot of sense. being that it's WFC and RSMT coming together, is although they're not on the pro card, they're going to be headlining our amateur undercard, and what a headliner, you know.
Yeah, damn near pro.
That
of that
exactly.
caliber. you know?
Also, Berto has a huge hometown following, and I mean, the Hard Rock, it's right in our backyard, so it makes a lot of sense. I'm sure Berto won't be the only Sacramento fighter on the card, but that's a big one.
There'll be a ton, and you know, like as always, not just because I don't favor any regions. Obviously, I'm from NorCal, but I love spotlighting the NorCal athletes. It's going to be full of NorCal athletes, just guys that have built with us before. You know, fighters that have built with us before are going to be all over this card.
Coach, I love to see it. And as I get older, I love to see how things are unfolding. And, you know, Sacramento and NorCal becoming one of the American epicenters for Muay Thai in this generation, you know, this era after COVID, we'll call it. And right here in Sacramento area, right in our backyard. And it's just, I love how that's working out. And it makes a lot of sense, though. This area, it's got a great combat sports history. And the history goes further than that. This is literally the gold country. I mean, There's gold in the river, in the hills, and people have been traveling from around the world to come here because of the beautiful landscape and the gold. And now they're going to be traveling here again. They're going to get to go through the Penryn Valley up 65. Watch yourself when you're driving by the Galleria. It's a bit treacherous, but once you get past that and you're almost up to the casino, you're going to see the rolling hills of California. And, yeah, pro Muay Thai at the Hard Rock. I'm loving it. I love to see it.
As a fighter, I never got to fight out here as an amateur or a pro.
Really?
That's crazy.
No,
That's
I never got
That's
to
a
fight in
crazy
Sacramento.
stat.
So, you know, kind of like I want to create opportunities for amateurs in general, but I want to create opportunities that I didn't have, and then on the biggest level. So, man, I'm really excited for this card. I'm excited for every Rising Stars, like I said, but I'm excited for that one and to bring back high-level Muay Thai to NorCal. You know, I couldn't be more proud of the work we're putting in.
Coach, on behalf of Muay Thai and, you know, all of us in the industry, thank you. And thank your team for doing the deal. That's huge. And looking forward to not only the show on August 1st, but what comes after that. Yesterday, we were fighting. Not me and you, but we had the PMT Shadow Pack at the grounds. And the grounds has become, you know, there's a lot of PMTs, but the grounds has a good turnout. The venue's really nice, good parking, and it's usually well supported by many different styles of kickboxing, not just Muay Thai, but we see some MMA and some hybrid styles. So yesterday we were there. Coach, how'd you guys do?
We did well. We had a couple of our youngsters. We got Victor and my nephew Javi. They both got a couple W's. Strong opponents, but we got the job done. And then my heavyweight, you guys probably seen him thumping out there. So he got disqualified for going a little too hard, but we'll take that. I don't mind that. You know, as a heavyweight, you have to be throwing your bones out there.
I had no idea there was a disqualification, and from where we were sitting, it was so entertaining. And yesterday, they were letting them go a little bit. You know, I had a junior in there, Arlon, up-and-coming junior athlete, and he landed about 10 consecutive punches on his opponent's head. In an amateur fight, that would be a standing 8 count. So in a PMT, it should definitely be caution, but it wasn't happening. Like, they were going to let it go, and then they got on top of it. You know, it's like, that's how it is, though. You come to a Sacramento PMT, and it's hype, and we want it like that, you know. Sometimes it's hard, you know, how hard should we cheer? These are developmental athletes. There's kids and families there, and we're ripping and roaring in the in the corners. But that's part of the culture.
But, you know, for like you said, it's like, how hard should we be cheering? We're also teaching our other students how to cheer.
Yeah.
So,
Great point.
As far as our team goes, like, we're not doing it out of disrespect, but I'm showing them how and when they should be cheering.
Yeah, influence scoring.
Yeah, I mean, it's big in Muay Thai, so it's never disrespectful, and it shouldn't be taken that way.
The vibe was great, and the onlookers, and we have a lot of them. You know, when you come to these events in this Roseville area, you have a lot of visiting families. You have a lot of visiting friends of the fighters. You have other athletes that are looking in on Muay Thai, and they got to see the excitement. They got to see good matchups, really good athletes, and that's what we want. When it's in my area, like Roseville, I actually take it personal. When I go to a Muay Thai event, I want people to see it as good. You know, the community is weighing it, and we want more athletes. We want more families to trust and invest in Muay Thai. And yesterday, I thought that was what we got. It was successful, and the crowd got a great show. It's been a busy summer, a busy start to the year. I mean, we just got into summer, but 2 weeks before that, we were in Reno. I ran into you in Reno for Muay Thai Purist, and I didn't even know you were going. And you guys had a squad.
We took 8 fighters, I believe. We were supposed to take more. We had a couple of opponents backed out or some injuries happened, but we took 8, and we did really well.
I didn't know it was going to be how it was. I would have signed up. I would have brought the whole team like you guys. My phone's been broken. The screen has been shattered for like 2 months. So I haven't been able to check in on. If I haven't liked your stuff or like checked your story, it's because I can't push the part of the screen. That's what it was. But when I got up there, I was pleasantly surprised. The matchups, the tournament was good. They had that arena seating, so it was good vibes all day. You could sit up there and kick your feet up like you're at a baseball game. And you guys did great. Congratulations, by the way. I don't know how many belts you guys took home, but it looked like you guys cleaned up.
Yeah, we did pretty good. We did pretty good. And
Jairus KO.
Yeah, man, that was a
death touch.
Yeah, he's a strong guy, man. And shout out to our opponent too. You know, like we like these guys. We like these guys a lot, and we would rather win than lose, though. You know, and it's like it's a bittersweet thing when you're cheering and then you catch yourself and you're like, man, I like that guy.
On the way back, one of your fighters and award-winning videographer, Devin, I believe, Dr. Noguchi, on Instagram, he fought.
He did.
Didn't he win the tournament?
So him and my other guy, Aiden, were in the same bracket. So we were under the impression that if they both won, we would not be fighting each other, obviously. So they shared they're like co-champions for that one.
Brought it home as a team.
Yeah.
But he I don't know how many fights. 2 fights?
That was he fought once that day, but that's his 3rd fight.
Okay. On the way back to the locker room, I seen him, and he had a tough fight. It was a war, and both guys were bloody, and he was walking back, and I'm like, man, great fight. You know, way to pull it out there. And he's like, I told him, you wore some heavy shots. He was like, yeah, hit me more. And I was like, I like it, like that kind of approach, that kind of mindset. You got to love it. And your guys' energy, again, like you say, the cheering and just the vibe, any other athletes, and there was a lot of them there at those fitness expos. They had roller derby and all kinds of stuff. Muay Thai gets seen. And, again, I feel like Reno was another great public showing of American Muay Thai.
It was fun, too. You know, it's right next to the casino, and the kids had a good time. We took them to Circus. So we made a trip out of it as a family. But it's fun. We get to do Muay Thai over the weekend, you know.
The mindset, though. You got to love the mindset. Some guys are trying not to get hit. And Devin was looking to mix it up. You know, hit me, I'll hit you back. And you got to love that. That's just...
Well, you know, we've been collectively as a group, we've been talking about that. You know, we've had some decisions that didn't go our way where we're scratching our heads, not understanding exactly what the judges want. And leading up to that tournament, that was the biggest thing. Is like, we don't leave it to these judges. You know, like if we can take them out of the equation, we're going to do it.
Be definitive.
Don't come back to the corner and tell me you thought you could have done more. Do as much as you can now. And then we'll deal with the consequences of that after. But we're not going to sit here and pout about, you know, we took a bad decision. And even though we did, you know, my guy Julio, I thought for sure he won his fight.
I agree.
And everybody's telling me to protest it. I brought it up. I don't know what will come of it, you know, but that's just case in point. Jairus in the finals. We thought we had an 8 count that should have gone our way. That would have sealed the deal for us. And, again, just the epitome of just telling these guys, like, we can't leave it to the judges.
It might have been visual fatigue.
For sure.
From the officials.
yeah.
It was a long day. I think the event started over an hour late, and it was just, tournament style all day. I thought the style of the event worked, though. I thought it was a lot of fun, and the guys that got to fight more than once, great. That's what you want in a tournament, but they had some great single fights, and we had multi-state support. That's what I saw. It was in Reno, so it was kind of the halfway ground. We had guys from Idaho, and we had the Utah squad pulling up, and Brian fought Jacob in the final, and that was brutal. But yeah, it's a multi-state thing, and I bet you next year it's going to be even better. I did both of those, so 2 events, 2 weeks, a little week off in between. But you've been doing events every week.
Nonstop, yeah.
How do you do it?
Man,
How do you get away with it?
I don't know. I just it was easy for the week before we did the MDL, and my daughter fought for the first time.
I saw that.
So it's just exciting for me to get in there and corner her a little bit. And shout out to you, Evie. You did great. I want you to be proud of yourself, like all of us are. But shout out to you. Keep going, please. Do it for me. She did amazing. And that made it easy for me to want to roll to that next week, is knowing that my daughter's fighting. And then, being that the next one was going to be here locally, why not? No brainer.
But yeah, your schedule, and I watched the whole scene, and watching some of you guys in your weekly tour reminds me of me in my 30s. But you're impressive because of the family and kids, with the wife and kids. Sometimes being gone every weekend can be a tricky one for a lot of guys. But your family's so involved. I usually see them at all the fights. So.
Yeah, you bring them with you, don't you?
We try to drag them. That's the only way, Coach. If you're not involving your family and making it be a lifestyle thing, it becomes your second wife. Like you're married to Muay Thai, and it's not helping your relationship. You know. So for me, I got to put the relationship and family first, and then we're doing the Muay Thai thing together.
I started balancing it about 5 years ago, trying to balance my dates through the year, but also I built a good assistant coaching team at this gym, and that's helped a lot. Also, it's given some young guys an opportunity to get in there and do some cornering and training some of the fighters in the gym on the pads, and that's been going good. And the team just got so big, there was no way that I was going to be able to keep up with it. And I like it. I like that big gym feel. I think that's very Thai Muay Thai too. You have different trainers and a big stable of fighters, and then you got the big head trainer and gym boss. But Coach Sal, where have you been? You hadn't been at the fights.
Oh man,
you've been hiding over here.
Man, it's it's having to pay these bills, brother.
Yeah,
that's
I get
the only
it.
thing, man.
Yeah, but you've been doing great in the gym, helping.
Thank you.
And
been trying my best.
I know you're doing stuff on the outside, and I know you will be in attendance for Rising Stars.
Oh, certainly.
You're working.
Oh yeah, I'd call in for that one. I'll no call, no show for that one, dude.
Guys, Coach, in your opinion, Sal, is there too many shows now? Like there used to be not enough shows. Is there too many shows? Is there a disadvantage into doing too many Muay Thai events?
I mean, it's exposure, right? And that's what the name of the game for everything in today's spaces when it comes to anything. More eyes on the sport is good, but there's also people treading it in a strange way, I think. With a product like RSMT, Rising Stars Muay Thai, we're giving you a great product, I feel like, where other people are maybe just trying to figure it out, and maybe it is saturating it. But at the end of the day, our talent pool need the reps. So I think it's a great thing.
Coach.
I agree. I think it's good. I think more events, the better. I try to be as respectful as I can to other promotions, and I book mine out a year in advance so they can book around. Otherwise, you're kind of stuck having to hit every promoter up and asking, hey, when's your next one? So I book out early. I lock in the dates. And then I'll communicate with promoters about what fighters they're going to be having. So I want to rotate as much of the guys and gyms as possible, but I don't see it as a bad thing. Especially, having the turnout that we've been having. I don't think we haven't sold out a show yet, so how could it be a bad thing?
I think the negative would be that. It would be clashing of dates, or just stepping on toes as far as where your event is, where it's going to clash with a date and take away from it. The other thing is if the show's not well ran. That can make American Muay Thai look bad to the public. If the matchups aren't strong, if it's not ran well. And we're still at a point in American Muay Thai, even though the sport has been here for quite a while now, a few generations, and it's seen so much growth, we're still at a point in America where we're still trying to sell Muay Thai to the American public as a legitimate sport. So the way that the events look, they need to be a certain quality standard. And that's all the negative I could see is when it's shown in public, the quality be there. Not just brawling, but people coming to the event and even the athletes getting to participate in actual Muay Thai.
I think that's a hard thing that a lot of promotions, even we did when we first started out. I wanted to be so like nice and inclusive and put everybody on, but you really realize the fighters that don't actually care to build your show, the teams that don't care to build your show, they come back and they sold 2 tickets and they're in driving distance. It's like, man, you can't get 2 people to come out and support. I can tell you from Rising Stars ourselves, we're investing over $200 per fighter of just merch that we give them. So if they're not even able to bring that back, I understand if one person on the team can't and somebody else kind of holds it up for the rest. But if it's teams just taking advantage of you as a promoter within driving distance, I think as a promoter, you got to figure that out too.
And I think people need to remember that it is a business. It's a growing industry, but it's also a martial art industry. There's ethics involved, as far as what you're doing, even in regular business. And I mean real business where there's a lot of money changing hands. There's business ethics, the way that you move. And Muay Thai has the hierarchy. The new guys coming into the game need to respect the guys that have already been in it. And I believe vice versa. Even if there's someone that's coming in new, and I would say you're one of the young guns. You're one of the young, successful American Muay Thai promoters, but you've been around a while now. The new guys coming in, they should be respectful of the show, our dates. The area. It goes with the common courtesy.
I think that's a thing too. Somebody asked me recently. They're like, "Are you the youngest promoter out here?" And probably, right? I probably am. So I think with that comes with a little bit of lack of respect from the older guys. They think because I'm the young guy, they don't have to respect, and it's okay. I'm not gonna be combative as far as like I'm not gonna go back and forth with somebody that doesn't respect me. Like there's better ways to do it, and honestly, I'll just let the success keep on proving the point.
Yeah, eyes on your paper.
Yeah.
Also, that never goes well, and I believe in karma. Especially we're Muay Thai practitioners, and you got the energy you put out there. Also, Muay Thai is supposed to be about respect. We all do all the bowing. We do white crew and all these things, but none of that means anything if you're not following those rules.
And one thing too, Coach, is like we all see it, but it's like I don't care. Like that's the thing is I'm gonna just do my thing. So it's like some of you guys like, out there will send me like, hey, do you see what this promotion is doing? Hey, do you see what this organization? Like I don't give a shit. I don't know how many more ways I can explain that to certain people. It's like I don't give a shit what other people are doing. I'm going to do my thing.
Well, I do. But I love it. Your leadership quality, and again, for your age, I told you years ago, like you're well mature beyond your age. But, in international news, I get up, I check the news. The Muay Thai world is very small because of social media and technology. So, we tap in every morning. I'm up, you're up. Sometimes we'll even talk at 7:30 in the morning.
Yep.
Stock market's open, Muay Thai's open. But I turn on the Instagram and I see WBC Rising Stars Muay Thai Series. And by the whole name. And I was just like, well, that's crazy. Like, they couldn't think of any other names. And those are the big guys. You know, those are the guys that have been around. They do the big global shows. And some of our even local friends and constituents work for the board. How'd you feel about that?
I don't.
You didn't care?
No,
it was
I don't feel any way about it. I think it's an easy name. It's a generic name. I chose it for that reason because it proved the point. We're rising stars. We're building stars.
Sure.
So no, I don't know. There's a lot of moving parts with WBC. I don't know exactly how the leadership or the ladder goes for them. No, I didn't get bothered at all.
I would take it as a compliment, you know, because imitation is always paying compliment to the idea, right? And it was your idea, your name. It's very well established. I mean, look, it's Rising Stars 16. We're going in. Also, your team, your social media platform, your YouTube, a lot of the stuff we've been building with Rising Stars is cutting edge and well seen around the world. So I just don't get it. And I guess we'll just take it as a compliment. And the growth, it is a good name.
Yeah, I don't feel any way about it. I don't at all. You know, I just think I don't know. Give everybody benefit of the doubt. You know, like it's
looking forward to seeing how it unfolds.
Spun me. I was like, oh.
I just think it's confusing.
Yeah,
and again, the Muay Thai world is small. And again, our name at Rising Stars is very well established. So having two of those is just very confusing. And we're still trying to build Muay Thai. And again, we're still trying to build the trust and legitimacy of the public that's trying to understand what's going on with all of this content that everyone's seeing. You don't just see it in Thailand. You don't just see it in America. It's all connected. And again, the Muay Thai community is very small.
People did ask me if they're like, oh, you guys are like merging, you know? Like,
yeah, they should pay you royalty.
Like, you know, are you guys working together?
You're the
And it's
matchmaker.
like, no, we're not. And I know it's like an international thing. They have an event coming up in London or something.
Yeah, it's going to be great, I'm sure.
Yeah, I mean, more opportunities is more opportunities, you know? So
What could be a better name, Sal? Lena, what could have been a better name that kind of goes...
Shooting Wonder Kids. I don't know, man. Golden Boys. Oh, that's already a thing. Oh man.
New Kids on the Block.
You know what? I think it's hard though. I think when you really think about like what's in a name, I think it's hard. I think if you sat down and try to write like a promotion name, you'll go through the whole like dragon. You'll go through like the Like,
I was gonna name mine
primal.
Fight.
It's hard. Like it's
Fight Muay Thai.
Big bold letters.
3. Yeah, just super basic. Boom, boom Muay Thai. I don't know.
You know, remember when Track 7, we had the whole Track 7 stadium thing going.
Yes.
It's like that was gonna be like our spin-off, and then that didn't work out, you know. But
Track 7, we still think of you.
Long live T7, you know.
But it's just it's a funny thing. But and going into some positives, did you guys see CSAC in the state of California? California State Athletic Commission is doing a combat sports California license plate where you can get a special California license plate, and some of the proceeds go to the Retired Fighters Fund, and that includes MMA, boxing, and kickboxers.
I could get behind that.
Are you guys going to get one?
Yeah, I probably will. I have a custom one on my truck now, so I should probably upgrade to something better.
It looks good. It has a little boxing glove in the corner, almost like the Firefighters Fund that you see. And I talked to the guys down at the office, and I told them I thought that was a brilliant idea because California is packed full of people that have worked in the fight industry, and not specifically fighters, but you got coaches, you got people that work in the gym industry, you got family members, and they'll all buy one of those if it's going to go towards helping these guys out. And we all know there ain't much for these guys, so I'm all for that. And you can get a custom one, you know, put your record on there. 0-3 PMT.
Flying that flag.
Oh, God.
Imagine.
Just kidding. And with that, we're going to take a short commercial break, and we'll be right back. We're going to go into the lineup for Rising Star 16. Novasac Construction. Novasac is a Sacramento-based general contractor serving clients throughout the greater Sacramento region and East Bay. The company specializes in commercial renovation projects, including medical offices, tenant improvements, office build-outs, and interior upgrades for businesses and property owners. Novasac also provides residential remodeling services with a focus on kitchen and bathroom renovations. The company holds an active California Class B general building contractor license and is fully bonded and insured, delivering construction services for projects of various sizes and scopes. For all your construction needs in the NorCal area, Novasac Construction. All right, you guys that tuned in for the premiere and that are watching live, we have our merch giveaway, and I have 3 logo tees from NorCal Muay Thai. I have a black XL, a white large, and a black medium. And these are going to go to the first 3 that type shirt and the size on the YouTube comments. And make sure you're subscribed to Muay TV Podcast. And we're back. And we want to thank all the sponsors that are getting behind and have supported NorCal Muay Thai, all the great gyms and athletes in our community, and Novasac. Igor, shout out Igor, local businessman and athlete himself, for sponsoring the podcast today. Coach, what do you think? Should we get into the lineup?
I'm ready when you are.
Let's do it.
All right, so I'll go, the beginning bouts, and then I'll do the closeout bouts, and then we'll do the titles in the middle.
So is this going to be in the order of what we're going to see that night?
Yes. This will be.
You promise?
So they don't even know that yet. But by the
Let's
time
go.
you guys see this, and there was a couple of dropouts that we're looking for matchups for. So if you don't hear your name on here, we're gonna re-add it. We got the matchup coming for you. Promise. Bout 1, 122-pound matchup. We have Taylor Cordosi from Jaguar Muay Thai. He's making his amateur debut against Rolando Macias, and he's returning. He just fought RSMT16. He's from Nevada Muay Thai.
Are these teenagers?
No, these are adults.
I see.
These are adults, and Taylor's legit. I've seen him fight a few of the PMTs. Fast, slick, hard-hitting style. But we just seen Rolando at our last Rising Stars, and he fought one of Jay's boys, and just an exciting fighter to watch. So we're kicking the card off with just an exciting fight.
As you should.
We always do. And bout 2, we have he hasn't fought before on PMTs and stuff, but crowd favorite already. We have Luis the Beast Martinez for Main Event Muay Thai. You guys may know him as the NorCal merch guy. And he's fighting Rocky Boswell from NorCal Fighting Alliance. It's at 172 pounds. And Luis everybody loves Luis.
I've seen him fight. I saw him at the Grounds PMT one time, and yeah, he's a great entertainer. Good clinch.
Yeah, he loves to get down. He just loves to fight. And Rocky as well. I think Rocky's undefeated in the PMT circuit. So, at that weight class, they probably would have fought anyways. They haven't yet, but they'd fight anyways in the PMT. So let's let him do it in the ring, and we'll see what happens.
Sure.
Luis is excited. He trains over at my gym, so he's excited, and he can't wait to go. Bout 3, we have Joshua Corona, Jaguar Muay Thai, fighting Connor Dantzig from Resistance Muay Thai. It's at 147 pounds. Both these guys 1-0, undefeated, and somebody's O's got to go. It's an exciting fight, though. I don't know if you guys have seen these guys fight before, but both of them just bangers.
Some of the younger fighters, I'm not that familiar. I've seen them, just glimpses of them. Sometimes I've called their fights, but yeah, I'm always interested to see the new talent you're bringing in.
Oh, these guys are exciting, for sure. So those first 3 fights are going to be exciting young prospects. And then the next 4 fights, I really think these next 4 fights leading into the title fights, they could be fights that they could be in main events anywhere else. We have Garrett Sykes from Rooted Legacy at 135 pounds. He's 3-1. He's fighting against Jared Williams from Muay Thai Minded, 4-3. That's just an elbow pad fight, no shin guard, no headgear. Great stylistic matchup. I don't know if you've seen those guys before. Jared for sure.
Lynch,
Yeah.
And a classic Bay Area clash. Both of those gyms, great pedigree, always producing good fighters, and regular teams on RSMT.
Yeah, that's a banger matchup. Really excited for that one. I know the winner of that one is probably next in line against, I don't want to say who, but it'll be next in line for a title fight very soon. So, keep your eyes on that one.
You got to love that. When you guys come to the show and you're following the Rising Stars circuit, or maybe you're even a fighter on the circuit, it could be 1 year from you fighting with shin guards to you qualifying and being a contender for the red belt. So always keep that in mind when you're watching these guys that are 3-1, they're 4-2. They might be the next contender. You might be the next contender in line.
Another banger matchup, about 5. Alex Bajau, 147 pounds, 4-1 record, and he's fighting out of Hard Times Muay Thai in Reno. His opponent hasn't fought in a while, coming back to us. He used to be from Cali. He's coming from Hawaii now. Curtis Podol, 9 fights on his amateur record, fighting out of the Process Martial Arts, and that's a banger matchup. One of my fighters, my cousin Chris, actually fought Curtis years ago. And we know, he's tall for the weight class. That's an exciting fight. And Alex he's one of those fighters that's just a technical savage. He's going to come forward. He's going to throw everything he has, but he's technical. He's sharp. Really excited for that one. It's about number 5.
In Hawaii, making the trip over?
I mean,
it's not far.
It's not far, but it's not close.
Right.
You got to think someone coming from Hawaii, they're not looking to lose.
We love that, though. We know Hawaii has a big Muay Thai scene. I know you say he's from here, but, the Hawaiians are going to be tuning in for that one. Shock.
Number 6, we have a rematch. These two fought on a different promotion, but it was a great fight. So they just both ended up submitting to our event, and I was like, you know what? Let's not fuck around. Let's get you guys fighting again. Pravir Singh, 147 pounds. He's from CMA in San Francisco under Coach Dave Engel and Joe Chernay. He's fighting Beijing Wright. Beijing's 3-0, fights out of Pacific Ring Sports. They had a razor close split decision. People were sending me that fight, asking me to judge it, and honestly, it was razor close. So they get to do it again, and I submitted this as a elbow pads only fight. So both of them having 3 fights or more. It's a banger matchup.
And it's Oakland versus San Francisco. And how long ago did they fight?
I believe like a month and some change.
Oh, let's go.
Recent.
Yeah, it's fresh.
I called that Beijing fight, right?
No, that wasn't the one he fought.
Oh, I'm
but
so sorry.
He did fight on RSMT. Both these guys are returning to the show.
Yeah, familiar names.
And then about 7, we have Carlos Cardoso, 153 pounds, 7 wins, 5 losses, Hard Times Muay Thai. He's fighting Jacob Bolanos, who makes his return. 5 wins, 1 loss, out of Bay Area Boxing under Coach Philip Mendoza. That's I keep saying banger, but that's a banger matchup. Carlos, tall, rangy, slick fighter. Jacob just in your face the whole time. So I'm really excited for that one. And that's going to be the last bout before we head into our title fights.
Lovely.
Both of those fighters top ranked in the division, and Cardoso, again, like you say, the tall, rangy fighter, very technical and experienced. And then Bolanos, we know Jacob, and he was in here with us for a couple of months. His girlfriend, actually, I believe, moved up to the area, so we got a closer look at him, but we've seen him a lot on Rising Stars, and just a fire plug. This guy, hard to just calm him down in the gym. This guy comes in after work, fired up. He's got that big beard and ready to do more work.
Certainly.
Always good to see him back on the card. He'll scare the crowd.
And Cardoso hasn't been on Rising Stars since the last Track 7 show, I believe.
That's right. Yeah,
man. Yeah.
And he's been trying to fight on other promotions. They just kind of been falling through, and this time we made this one happen, and he's excited. He's ready to go, and that's again another one you talk about, getting close to fighting for whatever title they want. Jacob holds the 159-pound NorCal title, but he's
So
coming down a weight class.
Is this a 3-round
It's a
fight?
3-round fight.
Okay.
That's all
Yeah.
gas, no brakes.
But both of these guys are what I call A-class amateurs. They're fighting 5-rounders, no pads, title fights. So that's going to be the super fight,
That's
the
what I'm
3-round
saying,
super
like,
fight qualifier.
A fight like that can be a headliner anywhere.
Yeah.
And these guys are leading us into our title fights.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll skip through the title fights. We'll get right back to those. But our closeout fights, about 14. We have Edby Sauceda from American Top Team Tracy. He's fought on our show before, and he's just, like I said, all gas, no brakes. Exciting fighter. He fights Anthony Superticioso. Try saying that 3 times.
Tricicioso.
This guy probably he probably
Superticioso?
Superticioso. Yeah, and he's a technical, sharp fighter. Fights out of Jayen under Coach Mark Dion. This is a really good matchup, a fun one to watch because you're going to see the aggression from Edbis, and you're going to see the technicality coming from Anthony, and we'll see which one comes out on top. It's a really fun fight though. About 15 right after that, Danny Herrera fighting at a Rooted Legacy. He's fighting Anthony Garcia from Rancho Cordova Martial Arts. It's at 137 pounds. 2 exciting young fighters. I seen Danny fight at a tournament in the Bay Area, and then Anthony fought on an all-out show recently. But just an exciting matchup. I don't know if you've seen them.
Yes. And the 137-pound division is an interesting one. Keelan Weeks dominated that division for years and has recently turned pro. But who's next? Who's going to be stepping up there? You got some young guys coming up, and that's one of the most explosive weight classes in Muay Thai, 135, 137. So looking forward to that one.
All right, following along, about 16, we have a women's fight. This is full rules, 140 pounds. We have Jasmine Jaster-Zebski. She's fighting out of Newark at Koa Muay Thai under On Fairtex. She's fighting Brooke Quach from Pacific Ring Sports. Like I said, 140 pounds, both debuting, and what better place to debut than Rising Stars?
Heard.
And some of these gyms very well represented. You got 2 or 3 fighters from that camp coming in. That always helps. You got a couple teammates with you coming on the card. That helps the vibe. Be looking for some momentum from those teams coming in with multiple fighters.
And I like that matchup. It's a Koa versus Pacific Ring. The head coaches. You've got On versus Rob, both Fairtex stablemates. So that's always a fun one to watch. About 17, we have Isaiah Stemmen. He's from Sitongsai. He's right here in Sacramento. And he's fighting Kenneth Reyes from Oakland, California under Armada Muay Thai. 155 pounds. These guys are, from everything I've seen from them before, it's all gas. All gas. You're recycling the same words here, but that's an exciting fight. Both these guys, I've been kind of tapping in with them, watching them train a little bit, and they're looking ready to go now. So, exciting fight.
Coach Josh Sitongsai opening up his new, bigger building, and he's just producing so many good fighters. What will the new gym bring?
Right.
We're
Looks
gonna
great, too. His new gym looks great.
Oh, yeah.
About 18, we have a teenage fight. We have 165 pounds. We have Indiana Kimball. He trains under Coach Linda. She was one of the Fairtex fighters as well. He's making his debut against Kanan Kurta. He trains with Justin Smitley over at Legends Elite Kickboxing. So a couple of guys making their debut, a couple of 17-year-olds. That's going to be nonstop action to close out the night.
Linda?
Yeah, Linda.
Linda, what's her last name?
Linda Chunawat.
What team is she with?
She's under La Miranda BJJ right now.
Has she been around a long time?
She used to own Dekwat.
Oh, yes. I know. She's a great trainer.
Yeah.
Great female Muay Thai teacher. And, yeah, great to see her in her camp on the card.
And then our final fight of the night, we have Anthony Redmond from Rancho Cordova Martial Arts. He's fighting Chris Quach from Pacific Ring Sports. Didn't mean to put you guys last. Somebody has to go last, and that's an exciting fight to finish the card off.
And I heard Quach earlier in the card. Is that a brother and sister?
I'm not sure if it's brother and sister. I believe so. I didn't.
I thought it was husband wife.
Yeah.
So either way,
too.
it's pretty sick, But we fought Chris before at an MDL. One of my younger fighters fought him, and He's a firecracker. Overhand rights and low kicks and just aggression. But Anthony Redmond's tall for the weight class. You know, he has that Yayan style, moves around, spinning back fist. So that's a good, exciting fight to kind of close the card out. A couple of fights that I didn't name in there, we'll look for some opponents. Already got another one in there. Let me add that one in there, by the way. So we had Sheena Aguilar. She's from Chayo, Cheetah. She's making her debut. Her opponent just literally pulled out this morning. But I got her another opponent. She'll be fighting Stephanie Rangel from Sit Tong Sai at 127 pounds. Rangel 0-1. Aguilar debuting. So it's going to be a fight. You know, I'm glad we got the replacement. But Rangel's no slouch. She's really good too. So.
You got to love it, the gameness from the local gyms and the fighters being prepared to step in even on a day's notice like we saw Vang on the last show.
On like 3 hours notice, right?
Crazy, and with the win.
So I'll probably slide those young ladies a little bit earlier on the card, I believe. And then we'll get into our title matches now. Our first title match of the night. It's going to be a 127-pound Rising Stars Muay Thai matchup. It will be modified because it's a teenager fight. It's a rematch. These two fought at 118 pounds on RSMT 10. It's going to be Dylan Fonseca from San Leandro, California, Team Maish. He's fighting Renoa Aquino from 8 Limbs. And he's undefeated. Renoa's 4-0. He had a close fight against Dylan. Half the building thought Dylan won, half the building thought Renoa won. It was hard to kind of get them back together. They had some high school or teenage things that were kind of doing, but now they're fighting. Now they're back in Rising Stars, and I wanted to watch. That's a personal one. I reached out to both camps. I want to see that one again.
Yeah, I remember that one. Yeah, split the room.
Yeah,
Debate.
And they asked me as a promoter. They asked me who do I think won. I'm not a judge, man. Half the time I'm recording or I'm doing my promotion thing, but it was a great match.
Both of these athletes extremely talented and well-trained. Teenage athletes, they're getting stronger. Every year, every fight we see them, they're morphing. They're changing. Fonseca, one of the West Coast best. And Aquino.
No, say the same thing.
Right? And Sal, you know him and his family personally.
Right.
Great outside fighter. Natural kicker, an outside striker, but the work they've been doing at 8 Limbs with Coach Augie over there, he's really shown a lot of development on the inside, the transitions, the clinching. So developing a really complete style there for Noah, and the physicality. His dad. You guys see Iron
World's
Buddha,
strongest man.
Yeah, he's got Noah on the strength program. You know, I think even Noah took a little bit of time off, and he bulked up, and that's playing a part in teen Muay Thai here on the West Coast is the physicality. You know, the boys are growing. Some of them are getting lanky and awkward for a year. Other ones are bulking up, and again, they're not full grown. So we're gonna see when these two guys clash again, what it's gonna look like. But that's a top notch. Thank you for that one, Coach.
You're welcome. Following that one up, we have a crowd favorite, Devin Bell. He fights for a 200-pound Rising Stars Muay Thai match. So he fought Robert. I don't know if you guys remember that. They went to a draw. We tried to get that match. Robert is unavailable for this event. So I put a PSA out there, and this guy answered the call. Alan Cadro from Truckee, elevated BJJ. He was game. He was like pressing me, like, bro, put the poster out. I want to fight. And he's a banger.
Devin from American Top Team?
Yeah, Devin.
Yeah. Okay.
Coach Shannon's guy. Yeah, he's a man. Everybody loves Devin. You know, he's a nice guy, but he's a killer in the ring. And Alan is just all right hands and aggression. Like he's always looking for the finish. He has a 50-50 record, but that's just because he sells out. He's going out every single time. And we've seen Devin kind of, have to deal with that at times, So that's why I want to make a fight where it's, it wasn't going to be a layup after we didn't get the fight we wanted for Devin. but something that is going to just really challenge both of these guys. It's going to be Devin's height versus Allen's aggression.
Devin, very easy to spot at the weigh-in. He looks like a professional basketball player, very athletic, tall, and well-built, and good training there, American top team. The 200-pound, the 205-pound division, very interesting. And I think in the next year and 2 years, that's going to become a really hot weight class. There's a lot of young, up-and-coming heavyweights. You got some super heavies trying to come down, and it's always entertaining to see heavyweights and super heavyweights that have technical Muay Thai. Just like Thailand, they'll get some of those big guys in there like Krusan, and they really know what they're doing, and it's awesome to see. Crowd favorite, fan favorite.
Speaking of favorites, next fight. We have a 122-pound Rising Stars Muay Thai Championship. We have Eric Gomez, Rooted Legacy. He's fighting Zach Vang from 8 Limbs. And Zach Vang has been doing favors for every promotion on the West Coast, fighting on 1 day notice, no day's notice. This time he gets a full camp. He's earned his shot. And he fights Eric Gomez, a young, technical, and just a kid who's earned his shot. He fought a couple of fights at a tournament. He's really fun to watch. I don't know if you guys have seen him fight before, but Eric is really fun to watch. They both have kind of a similar quick twitch style, and it's going to be, if I had to play prediction, it's going to be a 5-round split decision. I mean, you can pick any one of these guys.
Zach doesn't know how to be in an unentertaining fight,
man. That's true. But, Eric is the same way, man. He's quick. For that weight class, you have to be quick, but that's a great fight.
Zach Vang out of 8 Limbs in Sacramento, one of the real rising stars in the area over the last year. And, yeah, like you say, he takes the fight at the last second, and he's pulled off a couple big wins, putting himself in contention there. And it just goes to show in Muay Thai, you don't have to have a perfect record to put yourself in position for a title. And Vang is one that my team has fought several times, and we've beat, and I think it just made him better. Like, he didn't quit, and he kept showing up, and he got some big wins against guys that were heavier and had more fights than him, and then here he is. Eric Gomez, Lavish Auto Detail, and one of our Rising Stars 16 sponsors. Eric, exciting to see him get the title shot, and we appreciate your guys' company supporting our community and the show coming up.
Hell yeah.
Going into our co-main event of the night. There's 3 more fights, and I'll explain why this is the co-main, but there's 3 more fights. Co-main event. We have Logan Oliveira, who is defending the IKF Northern California Super Lightweight Championship title against Caleb Romero. Logan from Wild Boys under Coach Will Velasco and Germs. And Caleb is under Jake Haas at Sanchez MMA and boxing. And Logan won that title against one of my boys. And fair and square, it was a great fight, and he got the nod. And that same night, CJ fought against Eritrea Roy. And I'm in the back pouting about some decisions or whatever, but I'm looking at the fight, and I knew Caleb was a stud. But just seeing the way he fought and how he conducted himself and his poise, I reached out and I told the announcer that day, like, ask if he wants to fight for a title next. And we made that happen 2 shows later, and this is one of my favorite fights on this card. That's going to be a banger. So, yeah, you're
on
welcome.
Paper, I'm the most excited for this one specifically. CJ's kicking style in that last fight and Logan's slick style that he was able to display that night. Both were my 1A and 1B fighter of the night for that card, sitting where I was at.
These guys are so talented and explosive, and we're going to get to see them fight each other. And how is this amateur? The performance these guys are going to put out, like we've seen in the past, these guys, they should be making some money, and they're going to put it all on the line Saturday night.
Now, leading into our main event of the night, we have Orion Wolf, and he is defending the 145-pound RSMT championship. As well as fighting for the IKF West Coast Welterweight Championship against Joseph Viduya. And we know both of these guys, right? Both of these guys have, I think Orion has 3 or 4 fights on Rising Stars. Vaduya might have the record for the most fights on Rising Stars. But we've seen them come up the RSMT circuit, and now they fight each other. And, man, what a main event.
Clash of styles.
Orion Wolf, powerful, calm, calculated. Joseph Vaduya, the dominance, one of the most dominant fighters in the country over the last couple of years, and what a main event. You did it again. The whole lineup, it looks like we're in for a treat, a Muay Thai summertime showdown at Rising Stars 16. Lino, outstanding job on the lineup. I'm stoked.
There's one more.
Oh,
I told you there's 3 more. There's one more.
so that was the main, and then there's another title fight?
It has to be this way.
Okay, I see.
Or I have to put them very last.
I got ahead of myself there.
Lucas Gomez, Embellish Kickboxing.
Oh, yes.
Super heavyweight.
Yes.
Northern California IKF Championship. And he's fighting Jaden Strickler. He's at Legends Elite Kickboxing. Lucas, 260 pounds. Huge, 6'2". Jaden's like 6'4", 6'5", 380 pounds.
Big cat.
He's a true giant of a man.
Yeah.
Lucas, again, big. Looked like a football player. Looked like Berto's cousin.
But Jaden's huge.
Jaden's athletic. Me and Sal called a couple of his fights. He does jumping knees, and this is going to be crazy.
So it was hard to kind of get this approved. Jaden doesn't have very much fights, but when the commission looked it over, they're like, there's not a lot of people lining up to fight that guy.
Right.
Of course not. It's like when you're that big and you're bringing axe kicks down from 6 foot up, nobody wants to fight him. And when I brought it up, and that was who was available for Lucas, they said yes in a heartbeat. So I put them at the end of our title matches in case anything happens to the ring. We have a little bit of time. And you know what?
It happens.
And I'll be real, boys. Like, Nico from All Out, he might make me put them very last. But I'm trying to get them in the middle to capture the excitement.
Right.
But I'm excited. If I said I was excited for the co-main event, I'm excited for this.
Yeah, for sure.
Is this for the title?
It's for the title.
It's 5 rounds.
5 rounds.
So Jaden coming up, we've seen him in his first couple of fights. Stepping up to the 5-rounder, taking the pads off. That's going to be a big jump, and we're going to watch and see how that young giant does stepping into the ring. But good for him. Yeah. Good for stepping up, and that's going to be a Godzilla 3.
That's right.
So is that it? Are we wrapped up here?
That's it. That's the card.
Outstanding.
That's the card.
And we got Chris Smith. Chris just got back in town. I mean, this guy literally, some of you guys saw on my Instagram story, he's been touring with the Chicks, or better known as the Dixie Chicks, and he was just in L.A. doing the Jimmy Kimmel show. And then he did Thunder Valley last night, and now he's doing Muay TV for the Muay Thai community. And Chris, we're lucky to have you, brother. We appreciate you so much. I'm going to pay you, I swear. No, but how was it? How were the Dixie Chicks in person?
Cool.
Were they?
Sweet.
Were they partying?
No.
Totally
They're
professional,
old now,
huh?
Oh, you won't say that about them. My bad.
And then before that, you were doing Coachella. Was that with the same company?
Yes.
Same company, different show. Chris was at Coachella. And did you bring me the Sabrina Carpenter shirt? I told him when he was there, bring me a Sabrina shirt, and my wife heard, and she was pissed. And I said, honey, it's for you.
Size double XL?
It's a double X. Yeah, don't worry. But they were sold out, huh? I knew. I know the fashion. I knew I was going to flip that on eBay. $250 on eBay we were going to go. But yeah, good to have the whole team back, and it's good to do another episode. Even though we don't do these things on a time schedule, we always try to make it worth your time, and we want to thank you guys for tuning in as always. Once again, our sponsors, all you guys that got behind the show and Muay TV, we really appreciate you guys. And we know The sponsors can advertise with anyone, and they do. You know, when you're in business, you do advertising when you're doing good. You know, there's a budget. But why sports? Why do companies support sports? Now, even better, especially in our situation up until now with the pro show coming up, why, if you're a business, why sponsor and advertise on an amateur sports platform?
I mean, that's where the eyeballs are. To be real, you can. It is Rising Stars is an amateur promotion, but we probably get more pull than a lot of the pro promotions.
It's an interesting question, and I'm trying to ask the right questions. You know, and you come up with the answer. And I'm in the field. A lot of you guys know because, you see when we do get sponsors, I'm out in the field talking to the business owners and the leaders of our community here in Sacramento in different sectors. And I'm coming to them, and I'm like, listen, Muay Thai is this amazing growing sport, and Sacramento is one of the hotbeds. Check it out. And the companies that are getting behind it, they believe in sports. They believe in sports, and not just the Sacramento Kings or the pro sports. They believe in our children, in our communities, and our parents that are raising these young athletes. And that's why. One of our local news sports broadcasters just retired. And that was a point he made, that high school sports and amateur sports is important because it reflects the health of our community. It's something that we can all get behind, and sports is something that brings us together from all walks, no matter what your political party, what your ethnicity. We all go to the ball game. We all come to the fights, and that's a great thing. And the businesses that see it, they get it. And the companies that are supporting and sponsoring our shows, a lot of them are former athletes or their children are, and so they get how important it is. Communities need sports, and we want to make these athletes feel good and valuable, and they are, because they're a reflection on us. Well said. And that's why, and you guys see, that's why I've had pretty good success with these companies. I'm not just asking them for their money, and I'm going to put their logo on the sleeve of my shirt. You see, I don't even wear those, and they still get behind me. You know, they believe in what we're doing, and the work speaks for itself. And not just this year, it's been going on for a long time, and we're continuing. And we're going to do more. You guys that are interested and you want to get behind something good here that's going to grow in the future, hit us up.
You know, I can say that as well for the spectators, you know, especially leading into this pro show. It's like we have to show up. That's the big thing with this pro show we're doing is we have to pack it out. We have to sell it out.
Everyone.
If we don't, it doesn't look like something that the Hard Rock wants to keep working with us with.
It's it's another chance to step up. We get to show what we've been building here in the Muay Thai community.
And I'm going to make it easy. Yeah, it's one of the questions that I had is, you know, what are the prices going to be like for the pro show? We are keeping general tickets at $50.
Let's go.
So you're seeing some of the best Muay Thai in the country for $50 general. There will be some floor seats. Those will be like $75. Ringside's like $100. Support your local fighters. We're gonna get the tickets out to them ASAP and support the show, man. It's gonna be, like I said, I'm making it easy for the spectators. Come out and support great Muay Thai.
Money well spent.
Let's show out. Whole Muay Thai community. Let's come together. Let's make it a banger. And it's going to be an international show. All eyes on us. And, you know, it's going to be an amazing chance, not just for the teams that are on the card, but for everyone involved.
And then question number 2 was, will there be RSMT shorts? Yes, there will be custom RSMT shorts.
Gotta be.
For the fighters for that show. Yes, there will be. It's the questions I'm getting blown up by. But yes, there will be RSMT WFC shorts.
Awesome. Well, we want to thank you guys again for tuning in, and we hope to see you guys for Rising Stars 16. The stream will be available on akaizosports.live, and myself, Sal, the other Rising Stars commentators will be there on the call. Chris Smith with the production, and we're going to step it up this time. in the few months we had off, I did some restructuring of Muay TV. We actually brought in Zach Duncan of Zach D Productions. A lot of you know him. He's been doing work in the Muay Thai industry this year, and we brought him in as an roaming cameraman. So our production quality is going to step up a notch. Hopefully, instant replays.
Yeah.
But yeah, thanks again. See you guys then.